Hello everyone, my name is Luke, aka the Horror Nerd, and welcome back to Dread Central. So before I start this video, I'm going to also be doing a quick little channel announcement. It's nothing too big or drastic, but I just found out that there's another guy or person in general on YouTube who is using the name Dread Central for their channel. And I really don't want to name my channel anything else. So as you guys can probably already see, by the time this video uploads, I've already changed it. I have renamed the channel to the Dread Central Show. So I just don't want people to get confused between me and this other person who's using the name Dread Central. So just a quick little channel update right there, or announcement, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, anyways, as I promised, I left a comment in the previous video. This is going to be the second and last video where I will talk about Friday the 13th, the game. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. So, as the title says, Friday the 13th, the game, has tragically died for real this time. The game is barely even playable anymore. Like, there's no point in even downloading and playing the game anymore. Unless you're playing the modded version, which was made by the fans, and shout out to those fans. Shout out to them, and fuck Horror Inc. for constantly taking down those modded versions of Friday the 13th. Those fans are doing something that the devs of this game won't, and that is preserving this game, its memory, and the game itself for the other fans who still want to continue enjoying this incredible game that it once was. And we're actually going to be talking a little bit about the fans in this video as well, so stay tuned for that. But the first thing I want to talk about is this game did not deserve to have such a tragic end. As you guys probably already know, Sean Cunningham is the reason why Friday the 13th got into this big lawsuit in the first place. He started it a couple of years back, and it has been going on for a very, very long time now. I believe they recently actually got Friday the 13th out of court. The franchise now respectfully belongs to Victor Miller. Thank God. He is the one who deserves the rights to this franchise. He is the true creator of Jason Voorhees, and he is the one who continued the franchise after Sean Cunningham made the first movie. So I am very happy that Victor Miller won and that he owns the rights to the Friday the 13th franchise. I hope him and the rest of the people he is working with brings this franchise back and does a great comeback for the Friday the 13th franchise. I understand that there is a new project happening, the Jason Lives project, or whatever it's called. I forgot what it's called. I understand that project is still going on. Jason is out of court for good, hopefully. Jason is in Multiverse now. Hopefully he does not come to something like Fortnite. I really hope not. He probably is eventually, but the thing that really, the thing that confuses me the most, though, is if all of the lawsuits and everything is settled, why couldn't they bring Friday the 13th back? They should have remastered this game for the current generation of consoles. Like I said, I was going to be talking a little bit about the fans, bro. They should have collaborated with the fans. Like, they should have gotten the same developers who worked on Friday the 13th before it got shut down and everything. They should at least try to bring back the original developers or new developers, it doesn't matter, and they should collaborate with the fans who worked on all of those modded versions of Friday the 13th. And what they should do is they should bring this game back now that they have an opportunity, because you can't tell me that they don't know how much the fans loved this game. And not only that, but the people who made Friday the 13th, the game, this game was made by people who also loved the franchise. You can tell just by appreciating all of the in-game Easter eggs, the virtual cabin, which only harbors a few Easter eggs. Like, there's Easter eggs sprinkled all over this game. The atmosphere was done so well. Like, this whole game was just one giant labor of love by former Friday the 13th fans, and was made for Friday the 13th fans. It's a perfect example of made by the fans for the fans. And I believe that they should have brought in this game back, and it really disappoints me that they did not even attempt to do so, because they definitely could have. I mean, they should have brought this game back for next generation consoles. They should have remastered this game for PS5, the Xbox, the upcoming next gen Nintendo Switch, because this game, oh my god, this game was absolutely incredible on Nintendo Switch. Back on the Nintendo Switch, I believe this was one of the only multiplayer games that actually had voice chat proximity on the Nintendo Switch. So this game was actually one of the unique games on the Nintendo Switch, because no other multiplayer games on Switch had that feature. So it just makes me very upset, very disappointed, and very saddened that this game just died just like that. I mean, there was no tributes paid to this game's legacy. There was no thank you given to the people who continued to support the game and continued to play the game even after all the other things happened. Because when I found out that this game would no longer be getting support because of the lawsuit, like, I was so incredibly sad, because the thing about Friday the 13th that makes it so special, besides the fact that it's just an amazing game in general, or was an amazing game in general, is this was one of the only asymmetrical online horror games that was so much better than Dead by Daylight. This game is so good. It was so good. It was better than Dead by Daylight. I said it a long time ago, and from a long time ago today, I'm still saying it. Friday the 13th is and was better than Dead by Daylight. More fun, a less toxic community, better gameplay for both Jason and the counselor side or survivor side, whatever you want to call it. More variety, better perk. Bro, everything about Friday the 13th was better. People will make the excuse and say, but Dead by Daylight has more characters. Friday the 13th only had Jason. Bro, the fact that Friday the 13th was still better than Dead by Daylight, even though that game has like 15 killers and this game only had one, and this game was still better and more fun and more enjoyable, really says a lot. And anyone who says otherwise is honestly just coping, or it's their opinion. And if it's their opinion, that's fine. But bro, Friday the 13th was better than Dead by Daylight. And what's even more disappointing is the fact that no other game, even the other games made by Gun Media themselves, none of the other games after Friday the 13th were better than Friday the 13th. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, garbage. Evil Dead, could have been good, but the devs abandoned it. Killer Clowns, trash. Ghostbusters, that Ghostbusters game, I mean, that game was really not too bad. People just stopped playing it because, I don't know, I guess they got bored or whatever. Bro, I have ADHD, and they say that people with ADHD are the ones who get bored and just quit on things. Bro, I love that Ghostbusters game, but I can't even fucking play it because there's barely anyone else playing it, and it's a multiplayer game, so what's the point? But the real point is, Friday the 13th, dare I say it, Friday the 13th was one of the greatest online horror games ever made. This game will go down in history and will also serve as an example of what makes an online horror game good. This game was the perfect picture of success and greatness. The developers who made this game deserve the world for what they did and for what they accomplished with this incredible 10 out of 10 game. Because for me, this game was perfect. Everything about it, down to the last minute detail, this game was perfect. And that's why it is all the more saddening that it is finally dead. Why is it that games, trash games like Fortnite and Call of Duty, continue to stay around while great multiplayer games like this one must perish? The imperfect world that we live in is so incredibly unfair, it's enough to make someone either go insane or just want to leave this world in general. Okay, now I'm getting too dramatic, but still, I just love this game so much, man. Like, I'm not trying to sound like a complete pussy, but bro, the 31st of December, I was tempted to play the game just that one last time, and I swear to God, legit tears were streaming down my face because I just couldn't bring myself to do it, knowing that it would have been my last time playing it. I just couldn't do it. This game deserved so much better. This game did not deserve the tragic end that it received. This game should be brought back. The developers of this game, now that the lawsuit is over, they should get together with the dedicated fans who are still working to preserve this game, and they should legally bring it back with all unreleased DLC, with new maps, new gameplay mechanics, new everything. Like, just they should bring the game back. They should bring the game back as well as announce the new film. Bring back Friday the 13th in the most explosive way possible. Bring it back for the OG fans and the new fans, because Friday the 13th, despite the fact that it's been dead for so long, it's still getting new fans. And I am so happy that Jason is one of the most loved horror characters, even in this modern generation, by a new generation of horror fans. It warms my heart when I see teenagers in a dorm room watching the old Friday the 13th films on a 50-inch flat screen in the dark, because that's exactly how I discovered these movies myself. I remember when I first watched Friday the 13th for the very first time in my life, and although I had ADHD, I was 100% focused on it. I could not even move my eyes off of the screen. I couldn't even take a piss. I remember the exact night I watched Friday the 13th for the very first time in my life. So, as you guys could probably already tell by that, yes, I am a bit of a Friday the 13th enthusiast. I love this franchise. I loved this game to death. Jason Voorhees is one of my favorite horror characters of all time. This game, it didn't deserve it. It didn't deserve the tragic end that we all painfully received at the end of 2024. I don't even know why they had to turn off the servers. I mean, Jesus Christ, they removed dedicated servers, so the game is already peer-to-peer. Then they gotta take the game offline completely. If you guys already watched the previous video I made earlier today, Gun Media made it so much worse when they literally removed all of the DLCs from this game. So now, we can't even play the game for the nostalgia, because all the fucking Jasons are locked. We can't even play as them anymore. I'm going to show you guys that at the end of the video, but this right here, man, like, Gun Media made this whole thing so much worse. They really did make it so much worse. This game, like I said, this game to me will go down in history as not only one of the most fun multiplayer horror games ever made, but one of the most fun multiplayer games ever made in general. Only those who played this game as much as I did will know what I'm talking about when I say how much fun this game was. Playing as Counselor and hearing the other people on your walkie-talkie, there is this amazing feature. The game has voice chat, but you couldn't hear the other players unless you and them had a walkie-talkie. The game was so immersive. I met so many amazing, fun people while playing this game. I've had toxic encounters as well, but that's just part of having an online gameplay experience. And the game was so immersive, so much fun, bro. I will never forget this game and all of the amazing memories it brought me. And I am truly saddened by the fact that Gun Media was so careless when the game finally died. They should have not only given us all of the content that was unreleased, but they also should have tried to bring it back, dedicated servers or something. I mean, this game could have also made so much money. I mean, the fact that Friday the 13th still has a dedicated player base so many years afterwards is proof that if they would have brought it back, the game would have had a much bigger major comeback and would have gained even more players back, and Gun would have made even more money, because the game still had a dedicated player base even after dedicated servers left and the game became peer-to-peer. Even after the game stopped getting updates and DLC, people still continued playing this game. Even on console, there was still a good amount of people still playing the game. That just proves how good a game is when people still continue to play it even though it stops receiving updates and DLC. That proves that a game is great when people still love it even though it's dead pretty much when it gets no more updates and DLC. If they would have brought this game back, there would have been such a major uproar in the community. Hundreds of players would have came back. Gun would have had another successful game under their belt, because as bad as TCM is considered somewhat successful. People are still playing that dog shit. But I just don't understand why they just couldn't bring the game back. I think Gun is just too greedy to do that. I think Gun just doesn't want to. They would rather just work on other IPs and try and make more money off of other games. But bro, no other game is going to be as good as Friday the 13th the game was. This game had an atmosphere and vibe like no other. It had incredible gameplay. It was an incredible... Even the social experience in this game was just great. A fucking video game, a small little online horror cheesy video game, had a better social experience than something like Call of Duty or Fortnite. Or Dead by Daylight, which was this game's competitor. And bro, I've said this before and I'll say it again. The only reason why Dead by Daylight is still alive is because there are no other online horror games that can take down Dead by Daylight, because they're worse than Dead by Daylight. That's the only reason why Dead by Daylight is still around. But, yeah, guys, unfortunately, I guess it truly is over. I mean, the fans who are trying to keep this game alive through the power of mods, I applaud those people, but eventually, even the mods are going to get taken down, most likely. This game is gone for good. This game is completely gone for good. And honestly, like, even if they was to make another Friday the 13th game, it would probably just make me even more sad knowing that this one is lost. Because if I play another Friday the 13th game, no matter how good it is, even though it's new and it's got that new game scent and aroma, and, you know, for my fellow guys out there, like, you know, that feeling you get when you buy a new game, like, you know, that feeling in like your balls, for example. I'm not sure if girls get it too in like the, you know, the vagina, but bro, even a new Friday the 13th game will not compare to this one. Like I said, it'll just make it worse because I'll just naturally compare it to this one, and I know it's not going to be the same. I know it's not going to be as good. The next Friday the 13th game is probably not even going to be multiplayer. It's most likely going to be a single-player experience. To be fair, though, if Supermassive Games, the makers of Until Dawn and Corey, if they were to make, like, a story-focused Friday the 13th game, that would be pretty rad, but I would rather have them bring back this one. I would, bro, I would give anything for Friday the 13th the game to come back. This game was with me through some of my darkest moments in life, which is why I have such a strong connection with it. So when this game died, it felt like... It felt like a machete just being plunged into my heart. You know, like, this game just... It just meant so much to me. This game was... It was more than just a game to me. It was actually important to me. So... It just makes me feel really sad and, you know, hurt even that the developers or Gun Media treated it so poorly during its final moments. I mean, they basically spit on this game during its final moments by taking away the DLC and by not giving us something like a final goodbye gift would have been cool. I mean, they could have gifted everyone Savini Jason, for example, or they could have added one last update maybe, so you can like they could have added one last update where you can still have private matches. Like, the game would have went completely offline, but they should have had it where you can still have private matches with friends at least. That could have kept the game alive even, because, you know, Discord servers would have just got people together on Discord and could have just had private matches. If that was the only way to still play the game, that would have been fine. Like, they could have given the game something, anything, before shutting it down. Instead of giving us something, they took away everything. But yeah, anyways, guys, I guess that about does it. Friday the 13th will never be forgotten. Only those who played it like me will understand. This was one of the best multiplayer experiences I have ever had. This was my first great multiplayer experience. And the thing about me is, I have a bit of fear of playing online with people. Like, since I'm such an introvert, like, even though I'm not really with people, like, when I play online, like, I don't like playing games online that much. Friday the 13th was the only game where I always felt comfortable playing it. Even though it was a multiplayer game, I was actually happy. I never felt nervous or anything. When I play Dead by Daylight, I have to worry or wonder if someone is going to threaten to boot me offline or wish death on my family because I tunneled them out as killer or teabagged at the exit gate while I was playing Survivor. Like, Dead by Daylight is so fucking toxic. Sure, this game was toxic too, but not that much. I met so many great people while playing this game. I met assholes, I met friends, I met bad people, I met good people, I met shitty people, I met awesome people. You know, it was always something new. But like I said, the game also was with me through a lot of dark moments as well. I mean, this game was also a big comfort for me as well. I mean, not just because of the fact that I love Jason as a character and I love the movies, but just because of how fun the game was and how fun it still could have been. I mean, anyways, guys, I guess that about does it. This video is going on for long enough. For those who would like to pay tribute with me to Friday the 13th, I will leave my contact information down below. I have a Discord account that you can contact me with. I have a PlayStation account. If you guys want to ever play some games with me, just let me know down below. I will leave my PlayStation username down below, my Discord as well. And I also want to give a quick shout out to anyone who has been watching my channel frequently. If some of my viewers from my Mr. H channel have migrated over to Dread Central, thank you so very much. That really means a lot to me. I greatly appreciate that. But anyways, thank you guys so very much for your support. You watching my videos, sticking by me till the end on this channel. Thank you so very much. It truly means a lot to me. You guys have been with me through thick and thin. If you guys are from the Mr. H channel, thank you so very much. And if you're new here, then thank you as well, especially you for, stopping by. But anyways, thanks so much, guys. Leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on this whole topic, whether negative or whatever. I don't care. Leave whatever you want. But yeah, be sure to like if the video was good for you. Share if you feel like you want your friends to watch this as well. Whatever. Yeah. Thank you guys so very much for watching another video here on the Dread Central Show. My name is Luke, aka the Horror Nerd, signing off. Stay spooky, stay happy, stay healthy. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Okay, so I know that every other YouTuber has covered this whole thing as well, but as you guys can see, the game is completely now offline. I cannot log in. Database login fail, so you can only play this offline now. Experience points will not be earned. Proceed into offline mode. So basically, this is the only thing that is still available for you. You could watch the credits, you can view settings, progression. Actually, no, you can't view progression. All you can view, or all you can do, I mean, is just do offline play. Now, this is what I mean when I say that they removed all the DLC, so just random map. So, basically, the only characters that you can still play as is Part 5 Jason and Part 3 Jason. Part 4 locked. Part 6 locked. Part 7 locked. Part 8 locked. And Part 9. As well as Part 2. Now, keep in mind, Part 2 was a paid-for DLC. So was Part 4. Part 7, and I believe Part 9 as well. I'm actually not sure. I think Part 9 was also paid for. But yeah, I cannot do anything. I cannot switch out the weapons for even the Jasons that I still have access to. I can't switch out the weapons. I don't even think I could use different kills. Yeah, I've only got, like, I can only use a certain amount of kills. Basically, it's like you're level 0, pretty much. Like, your account or whatever is completely level 0 because you're offline. So, yeah, nothing. This game is not playable anymore. I didn't even know that they were gonna do this. I thought all my characters were gonna still be unlocked. Like, I didn't even know they was gonna fucking do this. Gun Media is so fucking trash. Like, Gun Media is such a garbage fucking fuck Gun Media. Fuck Gun Media. Those bastard, bitch-ass, dick-licking, cocksucking motherfuckers. Fucking assholes. Bunch of fucking thieves is what they are. And of course, you've also got virtual cabin, and you've got the single player challenges. I've already beaten all of these. So this is the only thing that you have left. Yeah, I can't even play as a different Jason in the challenges. I can only play as part 3. So even the one portion of the single player is also locked. Yeah, this is fucking terrible. This truly is absolutely fucking terrible. Well, I guess that about does it, guys. Thank you so very much for watching this video. This will be the final video, like I said, on Friday 13th the game. I'm not trying to milk this topic for views. I never do. But, yeah. Anyways, I will see you guys next time. Take care, y'all. And peace out.